Hi friend, I'm Olivia Smith. Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel where I share the latest global news every day. You can also read more news on TimeGlitter.com. You can find all the links in the video description below. In case the link isn't working, simply copy and paste the link into your web browser, hit enter, and you're good to go. Now let's jump into today's news. News headline: White House confirms monitoring of troubling Russian anti-satellite weapon. Details news: The White House says it's keeping an eye on a new Russian anti-satellite weapon. They mention it's still in development and not in use yet. They call it concerning but not a danger right now. John Kirby, who speaks for national security, didn't confirm if the weapon is nuclear, but he did say it's related to space and goes against a treaty from 1967. This treaty says no nuclear or mass destruction weapons should be in space. At the White House, Kirby spoke to reporters about a possible new danger mentioned by Mike Turner, the Republican head of the House Intelligence Committee. Jake Sullivan, a top White House security advisor, planned to meet with key members of Congress to discuss it further. Turner surprised officials by talking about a secret briefing. Kirby explained that the threat involves Russia's development of anti-satellite technology. However, this capability isn't currently in use, so there's no immediate danger to people's safety. It's not a weapon for harming people or causing damage on Earth. Despite this, the U.S. is keeping a close watch on Russia's actions and taking them seriously. Kirby mentioned that the suspected weapon under development by Russia would likely be in space, breaking a treaty signed by over 130 countries. The news of this security threat was revealed by Turner on Wednesday, which seems to go against the rules of secrecy for congressional briefings. Sullivan was surprised by Turner's call to declassify the matter. Secretary of State Blinken, visiting Albania, emphasized that although the capability isn't active, it's something taken very seriously. He hinted at more information coming soon and mentioned consulting with allies. Blinken stressed that President Biden's main concern is the safety of the U.S. and its people, which guides their approach to this issue and others. The Kremlin dismissed the U.S. warning, calling it a White House tactic to pressure Congress into giving more money to Ukraine. Before the Outer Space Treaty was signed in 1967, the U.S. conducted high-altitude nuclear tests, including Starfish Prime in July 1962. This test unexpectedly caused a large electromagnetic pulse and radiation belts around the Earth, disrupting satellites. Starfish Prime demonstrated that nuclear explosions in space could harm satellites, leading to the signing of the Outer Space Treaty 5 years later. John Logsdon from George Washington University mentioned that if Russia plans to launch a nuclear anti-satellite weapon, it might be a more controlled system. However, launching a nuclear-powered spacecraft to disrupt satellites would be reminiscent of Soviet actions. In 1978, a Soviet nuclear satellite, Cosmos 954, malfunctioned and crashed in Canada, spreading radioactive debris over a large area. According to a report by the Secure World Foundation, Russia has been actively developing anti-satellite technology for the past 14 years. The report suggests that Russia is trying to regain capabilities it had during the Cold War, with a focus on surveillance. However, the deployment of high-speed sub-satellites indicates some of their activities may be related to weapons. John Logsdon stated that using nuclear-powered satellites wouldn't break any laws and wouldn't significantly alter the balance of power in space militarization. He explained that spacecraft can use various power sources, including solar panels or nuclear reactors. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment, share with others, and subscribe to the YouTube channel.